Hello Libra friends, I'm Annie Botticelli and welcome to my Libra January 2023 Astrology Horoscope Forecast. This is for you if Libra is your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, or any other placement of Libra that you're watching for. What we're going to talk about here is part of your astrological picture. If you're a late degree friend, so October 15th birthday through the rest of the sign, or around 23 degree other Libra placement through the rest of the sign, you will have a lot in this report for you, my Libra report, but I also suggest you listen to my Scorpio report because you late degree friends have a more complex read. My theme for this month for Libras is the wait is over, and we'll talk about what areas of life are going to get activated by the forward movement of Mercury and Mars, and some other things that are very important as it relates to things progressing that you've been waiting for. So let's first look at the timeline here. January 12th, Mars goes direct. Mars has been in retrograde since the end of October, but its shadow period started in September, so a very long time of inward and backward energy, things waking up here. So we'll go back here and see where is that for you. So Mars rules our energy, our oomph, our ambition, just the way energy is flowing in our lives. And so things that have stalled out are going to start to race forward again. And it may take until, February or March to start to see the full glory of Mars, being out of its shadow period. But you're still going to feel your ambition, your oomph, your zest, even optimism, because it's moving through this sign of, or house of Sagittarius for you, coming back. And anything that stalled out for you, like writing projects, speaking projects, anything having to do with immigration or moving to a different country, or anything having to do with speaking, anything with languages or any other international business, will very likely get a very big push forward, and in upcoming months can expand in ways you couldn't even imagine. Often retrogrades help us to take some steps back to build a deeper foundation for the things that we're trying to move forward. So if your T's weren't crossed and your I's weren't dotted in these areas, Mars retrograde will help you to do this. Travel, communication, devices, transportation, all of these things and mobility can start to move forward now. So you've got extra oomph there. Mercury is waking up here in your house of home and family, along with all of this other energy here. So things are going to be pretty busy at home with your family of origin, the family of your household, if you have roommates, housing topics, if you're trying to do renovations or repairs, or anything having to do with your inner world, your ancestry, working from home. Home-related projects or topics are all going to start speeding forward. And along with this change from Mars getting direct January 12th, Mercury going direct January 18th, you'll notice that it will feel like a truly new year, partly because we had so much karma burnt off from those crazy eclipses. And for Libras, besides everyone in the zodiac having me, and we, and my stuff and our stuff being activated from the polarities of the Taurus-Scorpio eclipse cycle, you also had your houses that relate to those signs. So you have all had double duty, and me and my stuff, you and your stuff, us and our stuff, inheritances, estate planning, income, merging, marriage, divorce. All of this energy has been really, really, really lit up for you. And a lot of karma has cleared. So it is going to feel like a new year that is truly new, but it is going to take a little, a few weeks getting into January to really, really start feeling that. You might start feeling that even in December, because the energies of all that heavy emotion from the eclipses are starting to clear then. And then January will be a new cog in the wheel. And then, these dates, January 12th and January 18th, you'll just keep feeling new, fresh, open. So the other points to note here as far as the tides changing are then February 7th, Mercury shadow clears. March 16th, Mars shadow clears. So March 16th through April 7th is one of our only windows in the whole year of 2023 that we are completely free from personal planet retrogrades and their shadow periods. So just a reminder of what we've kind of been in, since September, when the shadow period of Mars started, September of 2022 here until January. We were in just a mode to be the spider and just let everything come into our web rather than going out and trying to actively build all these new webs. There'd be lots of obstacles to doing that. And now, so we've been in this retrograde dealing with what comes up, clearing out clutter, leaving room for last minute magic. And a lot of these principles still hold for a lot of January as things are regulating as the month goes on. Research, wrapping up loose ends, confusion, being in the moment, honoring the flow and not forcing. But as the energies here ramp up, get towards the end of January, into February, March, into April, we're really having, the time for the big launches, the big decisions, the agreements, the investing, the moves, the brand new projects, clarity, future planning, and pushing and initiating and making things happen, because it's not just Mars and Mercury that are having this direct spree. It's actually, as of when Uranus goes direct on January 22nd, we will have every single outer planet that we look at in, the main focus of Western astrology. They're all going to be direct. So from the middle of January until the middle of June, I think, because we're that far, we're actually going to have major forward motion in the stars. And even though starting after April 7th, we're going to go into another Mercury retrograde, that's why I have, the timeline for the window, being kind of through April 7th. It is important to note that there are still going to be some pretty major support for big things happening and moving forward, having Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, Chiron, Uranus, Saturn, all moving forward. It's very rare and very powerful. And this building, that's why I kind of made this with this getting bigger here, this crescendo. Like as this time goes on, everything is just ramping up more. And it's just like so many new things, so much open space. It's very hard to understand it, but it's definitely, everything is cracking loose. So if you have to plan something important or do something that you want to be around for a long time, you might notice that steps are starting to move forward in the middle of January. But as far as your big leaps, if it's in your control, the later in January, the better, and the more into February and the more open period into March is going to be, a very nice open time where you've got oomph and clarity. And that's something that's really been lacking during this Mars retrograde, because Mars in Gemini has been calling a lot of things into question, but also vacillating. Mars is going to be in Gemini for a little while longer, but at least as it's direct, it has more clarity of purpose. And so if you've been stuck between two options, you might start to be able to see, which way it's going to go at this point. So I'm giving you this nice little calendar here up through April 7th, as far as the astrological tides of 2023, but we do have other things coming up. If you want to have a sneak peek into all of 2023 and all the open windows and all the retrograde flows, then definitely go to Annie B Astrology, Annie the letter B, and then astrology.com. Sign up for my exclusive content portal. You'll see Jupiter through Aries for all the signs, my 2-part series, including when everybody, including Libras, are going to get their kisses, because really, some people are not getting as specific a kiss from Jupiter if it's not in a nice angle, but you're having the fire sign of Jupiter and Aries, complement your air sign, and you'll get all the dates in that Annie B Astrology setting up for the exclusive content portal. So you'll see through April 7th here in this video, but if you don't want to wait for the rest of the year to understand what the astrological tides are showing, then you can go and sign up there. Now, on the topic of Jupiter, I've been talking a lot about this. Jupiter went into retrograde. Jupiter started to activate your relationship space. This is one of the best times to add to your relationship space. So, for instance, if you're looking for your true love, Jupiter in the 7th can add that person to you. If you've already found them, they can add marriage. If you're already married, they can add a baby, or in different orders or whatever. It's basically an additive and amplification effect. If you were single and you were not feeling very popular, Jupiter coming into the 7th house can definitely change that, both romantic, professional, and otherwise. It's an amazing time to build your contacts for work. It's an amazing time to build your social circles. And it's a wonderful time to find helpers. Like those people that you bless every day because they help you, either whether it's, your accounting or whether it's your plumber or whatever it is, that they do their thing that helps you to better do your thing and manage your life. Jupiter is really working to help you here. So very, very rowdy. Now it is in opposition for you, so that can mean overstimulation, or again, this me, we sector being activated. And of course, Libras are no stranger to me, we. You guys do me, we all the time, meaning yourself versus other people, how you can be yourself with other people, how you can set boundaries. All of that is the story of your life. And you've got Jupiter expanding the lessons and the opportunities to find that balance. Something else nice and of note is that we do have quite a bit more sweet aspects this month compared to salty ones. And that does add, a dimension to our experience. So I'm happy to report that, because we did have a little run for a while. The fall or spring for you all down under was pretty intense. And those eclipses, right? So hopefully some good stuff came in for you all, but it's definitely been intense. Okay, so besides the Capricorn energies, bringing this life and zest to your home, family, real estate, housing, it's also giving you a lot of chance to have discipline and be focused on business things like taxes, things that are tedious. So in the earlier part of the month, you might want to take advantage of that laser focus and get some important paperwork and things like that done, because as the energies move into Aquarius, you're going to want to play more. These are fellow air sign energies, all of these planets going into Aquarius. And as the month progresses, they're going to be asking you how you can have more fun. Your kids may need things, or you may want to do things with them. Your inner child, true love. So you've got your 7th house aspect that I've been talking about this for you guys for a while. Saturn is trying to bring some permanence into your romantic sector to ground everything into this 7th house of, the deeper partnerships. And your creativity and your creative babies. But you remember, I always call this house the bucket list house. So if there are things that you've been wanting to manifest, like big dreams, Saturn is there in a long-term way for you. And now you're going to have these planets: Venus, that rules love, beauty, money, self-esteem; the Sun, which is where you shine; Mercury, communication and expression. Hygeia will get there eventually. And all of that's accentuating your 5th house of fun and romance and creativity and inspiration. So a very different early part of the month compared to the latter part. We've got the swirly retrograde kind of energy at the beginning, opening up by the end to this really major open window we've been waiting for a long time. We've got the kind of stern, making a square for you, so like some pressure points. Capricorn energies in the earlier part, wanting you to dot your I's and cross your T's, clean up from some fun that happened maybe in December. And then it really changes as the month goes on into Aquarius, making that 120-degree angle most favorable in all of astrology to give you lots of kisses. We do have a lot of trines in these Earth planets, the Taurus and Capricorn Earth planets in the sky, so everyone's getting those kisses. So, there's a lot of material gain that can come from this, stabilizing forces at work here. And for Libra, those are in your water houses, which are your emotion, your inner world, so a lot of importance of your inner world combining with your material world in wonderful ways. And of course, your intuition blazing and really helping you to navigate the mundane reality with the magic of the unseen realm, and also with the guidance of the unseen realm. 2 dates to note. We've got January 6th and the days leading up to it and right after it, with a full moon at 16 degrees of Cancer. So fullness, completion, fruition, sometimes drama, for better or worse, coming to family, real estate, housing. You already have a lot of energy there, but just wanted to point out that the energy of Cancer is also going to bring that, the full moon, something coming to fruition, something coming to light. It could be a wonderful experience with your family unit, or it could be something coming to a head that has to be dealt with. So that's happening, and that's also going to happen in your 10th house of work and career. So something coming to a head there, for better or worse. Look out for that in the first week, the days leading up to the 6th and right after. Then we've got the new moon in fellow air sign of Aquarius at 1 degree on January 21st. So 121, 1 degree Aquarius. Further lighting up new beginnings in that house of fun and romance and children and creativity. All of you can get the kiss from that. And everyone's going to get all of the Libra placements will get a lot of kisses as these planets move through. Nobody's going to be left out here. But we also have some extra special energy of you super early degree Libras. So basically like September born, 20 to 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, like there, you'll get an even extra kiss from this new moon at this time, which can bring a lot of social connections for everyone, networking opportunities, and chances to find yourself as an individual in your creative forces, helping a group and combining with a bigger cause. If you resonate with how I teach and you want to learn astrology, go to beastropro.com, beastropro.com, and see my Becoming a Professional Astrologer Mastery Course. I can take you from ground level or whatever level you're at to earning money as an astrologer in a very short amount of time. That is my area of expertise. So go to beastropro.com. If you want to see my other astrology course, my beginner course, or some free courses on how to unleash your money magnet and wellness, go to lumelife.com, Lume life.com. At Annie, the letter B, astrology, so AnnieBAstrology.com, you can see my exclusive content portal, and you can see my 2023 Astrological Tides Guide that you can make all your planning for 2023 with this guide with all the open windows free from personal planet retrogrades and so much more. If you think I am excessive with all of the free offerings I give you every month, then you should see what I put in that portal. Do-it-yourself things for learning how to read your natal chart, etc. So go to AnnieBAstrology.com and see my exclusive content portal. If you want a list of free things, all my blog sites, all the other things that I do, my 28-day virtual coaching program, accessing that, go to AnnieHelpsYou.com and see all the free goodies I have for you. And if you like books, put my name, Annie Botticelli, on Amazon. You'll find my 3 books there. And also my podcast, which is syndicated, which you may be listening to right now, or you might be watching the YouTube version of it, but you'll find my Astro Kisses podcast on Amazon as well. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next month. Bye.